Of course, it's not a quiz without questions, so, right, headlines round first. Now, we all know it wouldn't be the Big Fat Quiz without the children of Mitchellbrook Primary School in Neasden. They put an unusual school play on. What I want to know is, what news event of the 80s have they recreated here?
Let's help everybody! I'll call all our friends! Ring, 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 ring. Hello. Yes, we will rock you. Yes, we can be heroes. Sure, I like it. They said yes. Yes. Hello, everybody! La la la, we're singing no one. La la la, we're singing no one. La la la, we're singing no one. Yeah! I got to go to Millican. Bye. Bye. Now give us your money.
You've got to write down your answers. What news event were they recreating now? And that was not the original footage. That was the children of Mitchellbrook Primary School.
I've got it, Jim.
You got it. Next, so we'll write down your answers for that. Next up, we've got a guest question from an 80s comedy legend. Ladies and gentlemen, the wonderful Sue Pollard.
Woo. Hello, Jimmy. Sue Pollard here. Now, in the 80s, we were all terrified by the Cold War, but we were cheered up immensely by Hi-de-Hi. So that works out about even, I should think. But what nickname was given to Ronald Reagan's plan to build a new defence system in space?
So, Sue wants to know what nickname was given to Ronald Reagan's anti-missile system. You can write down the answer. Do you remember the Cold War? Do you remember that, those heady days of the Cold War?
No, I lived in permanent fear of nuclear extinction. Back then, especially aged around 10 or 11.
What was that cartoon that came out? There was a cartoon that came out that was just terrifying.
When the Wind Blows.
What was that for?
Horrible.
Just to scare me.
Come on, darling, let's go under the door. Oh, I feel cold, darling.
It was the most grim thing I've ever seen.
And there was that terrible idea that if it was coming, you had to urinate on a cloth.
What?
And put it over your face. What? There was. Just,
No,
that's what I told my brother anyway.
OK, next question. In 1989, David Hasselhoff performed his mega hit, his words, not mine, Looking for Freedom, at a special live gig in front of 1 million people. In which unusual location did it take place? You can write down the answer.
Yeah, doesn't he look lovely there?
He looks like he isn't an alcoholic yet.
Who's not ended up on the kitchen floor eating a burger?
Yeah, exactly.
That's not alcoholism. That's getting in too early.
Well, back in...
OK, we've got a guest question now from the world's favourite weatherman, Michael Fish.
Oh.
Wow.
I bet you think I'm going to ask you about that bloody hurricane. Well, I'm not going to do it, and it's actually too soon, Jimmy. 25th anniversary or not, it's too soon. Anyway, in the 80s, we were all told to buy new fridges and to get rid of our cans of deodorant and hairspray. But can your teams tell me why?
Michael Fish, if I remember, so he mentioned it there. So he's the one who said there's no hurricane, don't worry about it. And then it come and just ripped half of people's houses off.
It wasn't that bad. Oh, no, they, you know.
But there was, like, people's roofs being blown off their houses.
But they should have put them on properly then. You can't take responsibility for people having shoddy work done. It just didn't seem that bad to me. I was still in work.
What was your job at the time?
He was a roofer.
I went straight out on the knock. Excuse me, you know you've got a couple of loose tiles up there?
Right, let's have some answers. We'll have some answers without further ado. We saw one of Mitchellbrook Primary School's unique school plays. What event were they acting out? Did you all get something for this? You all got
Yes.
this, right? Yeah. OK,
Yeah.
you've got...
We went with Live Aid. It's got to be Live Aid. Was the kid with the bald wig, was that meant to be Phil Collins?
Yes, of course. What do you mean?
He wasn't bald,
meant to
he
be?
wasn't bald back then.
Well, Collins has been bald since he was 2.
Let's go to the hair studio. And also, I swear, Mario from the Super Mario Brothers was not at Live Aid.
Well, someone has just told me in my ear that is meant to be mid-Euro.
Mid-Euro?
Jim, can I tell you how I gave money?
Go on.
Because I tried to bring things together. I'd sent some money off already early in the day, and then my girlfriend at the time said, oh, I want to send some more money. I said, if you give me a hand job, I'll send another tenner. And she did, and I did. And everybody won.
OK, so we all got live aid, so points all round there. OK, so next question was, Sue Pollard asked you what nickname was given to Ronald Reagan's space missile plan. What did you all put?
Star Wars, baby.
Star Wars, isn't it?
I thought it had a nickname, like, we thought Gary at first, and then we realised that's what I believe he called it.
Well, I think it's great that the president is watching Star Wars and copying ideas to defend his country. What if they invade our land? Just get a load of dwarfs dressed as bears. Just, What do you think, Vice President?
OK, so you all got that, so you all get a point. I asked you which unusual location did David Hasselhoff sing in front of 1 million people. What'd you get?
At Berlin.
Berlin Wall.
Berlin Wall, wasn't it?
The White Wall.
Well, he claims quite a lot of responsibility. He claims that his song was actually, you know, a big part of it. I'm sure you'll get a point there for Berlin Wall. You all got that. Finally, Michael Fish asked you why we had to get rid of our hairsprays, fridges and cans of deodorant. Did anyone remember?
This was when it was the ozone layer.
Yeah.
It was everyone got excited about the ozone layer was being depleted and it was being... But I heard a rumour at the time, and it's probably not true, because, you know, Michael Douglas quite famously came out and said he was a sex addict. I heard there was a hole in the ozone layer because he tried to fuck it.
Such a lack of care for the environment.
Well, you all got this. We all had to get rid of our hairsprays and fridges because of the ozone and CFC, so you all get a point there. Yes. Full marks to everyone. OK, well, our first round is all about the biggest headlines of the 90s. Let's remind ourselves what happened. Labour's 1997 election victory heralded the age of cool Britannia. Yeah, because nothing says cool like a bunch of middle-aged MPs dancing to D. Ream. The Channel Tunnel opened in 1994, finally putting an end to the old childish rivalry between Great Britain and a bunch of garlic-eating, Nazi-collaborating, soap-dodging frogs. Of course, it wouldn't be a quiz without questions. Are you ready? Eyes down.
OK.
First round, OK. First question. On July 17th, 1994, Domino's Pizza saw record sales as the American public were glued to their television sets. Which breaking news event was unfolding in front of their eyes?
I stopped listening when you said Domino's Pizza because I thought it was going to be about flavours.
I know what it is.
What year did the Martians land?
What year did the Martians...
I did a lot of drugs in the 90s. What year did the Martians land?
Right, you've all got something. Have you guys got something?
Bill's written something, and I'm confident.
I've written something that appears to be in Hindi. I can't quite get the knack of the pen from the future. So presumably left by our Martian overlords.
For our next question, we go over to the wonderful children of Mitchellbrook Primary School, who've once again given us one of their unique school plays. Which 90s news story are they acting out here?
And finish. You're gonna help us see really far away. Science is cool. We need an astronaut. I'll help you. Let's go. I can't see properly. Oh, no! You're gonna have to fix him with these special glasses. Okay. That's better. Yeah! That could have been embarrassing.
Is that the Welsh Star Trek? I understand that the Welsh broadcasters got permission to licence Star Trek, but the budget was quite low.
OK, all have a look at this picture. What I want to know is, why is this man making his daughter eat a burger?
Oh, wanker.
That's not our full answer.
That's not our full answer.
Yeah.
I've got very nice handwriting. This is a nightmare.
No, it's not doing you any favours.
Time for a guest question. We've got a real treat for you, all the way from the planet Zog, Zig and Zag.
Brilliant.
Oh, Zig and Zag here!
Hi, Dad. I mean, Jimmy. Sorry, Dad.
Oh, the question, right, yeah, we've got to do a question. Yeah. In February 1990, after 27 years in prison, Nelson Mandela was finally freed.
Yeah, but which event in 1997 did he describe as the greatest day of his life?
Huh?
Zig and Zag, everyone. So Zig and Zag wanted to know what was the greatest day of Nelson Mandela's life?
Was he in Friends?
Nelson Mandela. Yeah, he went out with Rachel for a bit, yeah. OK, everyone's finished. Let's have some answers, OK. So why did Domino's sell so many pizzas? Anyone know?
Phil, the O.J. Simpson chase?
I'm going to just pick you up on your handwriting there, Phil.
We weren't trained in your crazy futuristic cyber pen.
You got Dara and Chloe?
We got the O.J. Simpson, the car chase.
OK, and you've got Jack and
That's what I wanted, but Jack disagreed.
I thought it was the invention of stuffed crust.
Let's face it, that would make you buy a pizza.
So you thought that was the big event, of the big news story of the 90s?
We've just put cheese in the crust. Fuck me, get me a Domino's.
That makes sense.
That makes perfect sense.
I once put a pizza in the oven and the box caught fire.
How drunk were you when you were doing that?
I just thought it would be... I think I saw someone do it once. So I'll just pop that to keep that warm. Put the box in. When I opened the thing, woof, smoke. And the pizza was ruined.
Here's my interesting fact about O.J. Simpson's trial. The key thing was, if the glove doesn't fit, you must acquit. That was the thing that these lawyers said, which is very close to he who smelt it dealt it. As a legal argument, he who did the rhyme did the crime. I rest my case.
Prosecuting attorney should have gone, he didn't catch a cab, I think he's the one that stabbed. You know, just come back with another rhyme.
They didn't have you.
And make
they didn't
it like
have
a
the
rap
poet.
battle.
But if you've definitely done something, like, imagine that happening now, like a footballer that had definitely done something and then going to court and just getting off just because he's a I know it, that did happen.
OK. Mitchellbrook Primary School performed one of their unique school plays. What do you think it was about?
It's about the Hubble telescope. It's perfectly good there. I've written...
Can we get someone from the British Museum to read some of Phil Jupitus's writing?
As you can see, I'm quite clearly doing all my answers in the style of Frankenstein from the 1937 film. Hubble break!
They sent the Hubble up, it didn't work. They had to go and fix it.
Yeah.
Should have gone to Specsavers.
Dara, you've got the...
Yeah, we were at Hubble Telescope, sent up another wonky mirror, and they sent somebody else up to fix the mirror.
Oh dear, oh dear.
Oh dear.
This is going to be a long night, isn't it?
I thought it was the invention of laser eye surgery.
I mean, it says NASA. It says NASA on his shirt.
I thought that was the eye test. She put the glasses on.
It makes perfect sense. And they're wearing the jackets, they're wearing boots as well.
Yeah, exactly the same.
So, yeah, Jimmy, let's see whether that is the correct answer.
Well, it definitely isn't, if that's a help. No, it was the Hubble Space Telescope that went up and they had a bit of a spot of bother with it and then they fixed it. So you get a point, you get a point, you don't get a point. There's a theme emerging here early on. OK. I asked you why that little girl had to eat a hamburger. Did you know?
That's... What's his name?
John Selwyn Gummer.
Selwyn Gummer.
Yeah.
And it was about BSE, and he made his daughter eat a burger to prove that it was safe to eat beef.
Yes, he wanted to...
He wouldn't go mad.
Yeah.
She now is insane. She is batshit crazy. Cut her flinging poo. I'm fine!
Do you love me now, Daddy? Do you love me now?
How good a crazy does Dara do? It was John Gummer, and he was proving that British beef was safe. Do you
Yeah,
got
we
this?
got it right.
Yeah.
Proving that British beef is the best inside you.
I'm going to need some sort of cold shower halfway through. OK, so Zig and Zag asked you what Nelson Mandela described as the greatest day of his life. I'm interested to go to Phil and Alan.
got it.
You struggled with it.
No, yeah, we're good. His Tamagotchi lived for 30 days.
Very 90s.
That is very 90s.
I mean, there was a peace conference he was at, and it was quite distracting because you could quite clearly see him behind the desk going, feed, feed, play, play. Oh, it's made a happy noise. Good.
It was not the Tamagotchi.
Ah.
He met the Spice Girls.
And he described that as the happiest day of his life?
He did.
I think he did.
Yeah, he was joking. He was clearly being ironic. He was on some sort of, oh, God, oh, this is magic.
Yeah.
He literally did that. Oh, this is the happiest day of my life. But did it in his Nelson Mandela voice, which I'm not going to do. Come on. Okay. Come on. This is the happiest day of my life. Which means he's probably been sarcastic a lot and we just haven't realised it. Yeah. Oh, President was fine. This concert was really enjoyable.
Did you get this?
We did, yes.
Meeting Spice Girls. Or Matt Damon.
Well, I don't know where Matt Damon came from.
Because we don't know whether this is before or after he did Invictus.
Are you getting Nelson Mandela mixed up with Morgan Freeman again?
Nelson Mandela was in Shawshank Redemption, right?
Well, I can tell you it was meeting the Spice Girls. So you get a point, and Phil and Alan, you don't get a point there. Can't give you anything for that. Sorry. So, right, let's get to it. The first round is all about news headlines, so let's remind ourselves what happened. The noughties was the decade when we lost faith in MPs. The expenses scandal hit. Some MPs claimed they were being victimised. God, they'd claim for anything, mightn't they? Jackie Smith's husband spent taxpayers' money on porno movies. He tried to cover up what he'd been doing by putting a cushion over his lap. Using taxpayers' money for porn, terrible. I'd be livid if I paid a bit more tax. Well, the credit crunch threw the future of the euro into doubt. In Spain, they were so racked with anxiety, many people could barely get off to sleep in the afternoon. Of course, it wouldn't be a quiz without questions, right? Eyes down, here's your first round. The noughties started with an audacious heist at the newly opened Millennium Dome. What were they trying to steal? It was properly like a James Bond-style heist.
We write this down now, isn't it?
This is the quiz.
The talking is over. The exam has begun.
Someone audacious.
Was it audacious?
No, there wasn't someone audacious. It was an audacious heist.
The heist was audacious. Thank you, Jim.
Can a totally unaudacious person do an audacious heist?
Oh, he's dropped a logic
This
bomb.
is so out of character for me.
From July 2007, what could you only do in a few select places, including bus shelters, prison cells, and designated rooms on oil rigs? Have you got something?
Yeah, we do.
Right, all right.
Sort of.
Now, it wouldn't be a big fat quiz without the amazingly talented children of Mitchellbrook Primary School in Neasden and their unconventional school plays. They've acted out one of the biggest news stories of the noughties for us. Have a look and write down what you think the story is.
Welcome back to my show about questions. This is your last question for lots of monies. What is your final answer? Let me think. A. I mean B. C. I think it's C. That's the right answer. Yay! Congratulations, here's your money. Wait a minute. That man was helping him. Oh, no! Give me that back. You're a naughty cheater. Come with us.
A remarkable play there. So what I need to do is, what's the story? And I need the name of the protagonist.
What the hell have you written there? Hieroglyphics. I can't even see what it is.
Kevin is slightly blown away by the technology. OK, final question in this first round. America was devastated by 9/11, but what did President George W. Bush continue to read after being informed of the attacks?
It was a hungry cat.
It's a big fat quiz, so we go straight to the answers. Does everyone got everything? The problem children, Richard and Noel?
Hey, now, come on, don't be hostile.
Have you got 5 answers?
Yeah, it's a real shame. Why? Why, Jimmy? Why?
We're taking it serious this time.
OK, as long as you're...
Got my serious hat on.
Such a shame.
OK, I asked you what a gang of thieves tried to steal from the newly opened Millennium Dome. What did you put? Kevin?
Let him take the fall
I
for
thought
that.
they'd stolen the actual dome.
Well, that would certainly be audacious.
Have you seen it since?
Richard and Noel, what did you get for this?
The concept of audacity.
I didn't agree with that, so I'd wrote Aswad.
Yeah.
You know, the reggae band.
I'm familiar with their work, yes.
We all are. We're not idiots.
He makes a very good point.
We could have written diamonds, but you know.
David, Sarah.
We did write diamonds. Yeah.
Well, I will accept diamonds. They actually tried to steal the Millennium Star diamond. Have a look at it. Oh. Remember that? They tried to steal it. So you got it right. Point to Sarah and David. First one out of the way. Great. What could you only do in bus shelters, prison cells and designated rooms on oil rigs from July 2007 onwards? Did you all get this?
Eventually. Well, it's when you said the bus shelters, I thought it must be fuck then. But then David corrected me that you're not supposed to fuck in bus shelters. So we changed it to smoke.
You got this, Alan, Kevin?
Well, I remember, because everyone of my mates used to smoke, 'cause I would always just be sat in the pub myself and they're outside. So I was on the gum and the patches trying to start smoking after the smoking ban.
Richard and Noel, what did you think people wouldn't be able to do
Kung Fu. And you can't anymore. They ruin everything, don't they?
That's PC gone mad, isn't it?
It is.
OK, the children of Mitchellbrook Primary School performed one of their school plays. What news story did you think it was about? David and Sarah, what have you got?
We've got the Coffin Major, but then you asked for the name of the protagonist, so we wrote Chris Tarrant.
I think I'm going to have to give you points for that. That's the guy cheating on Who Wants to Be a Millionaire. Major Charles Ingram.
Kevin decided to write just the lower half of the sentence.
It's supposed to say coughing cheat, but I don't know where I lost it there. I think after the G.
I think the C, love.
Richard and Noel, what did you go for there?
This is... go for it.
The Manchurian Candidate. There's a scene towards the start, which is... It's like it's a flashback.
Towards the start?
Yeah.
Not towards the end?
No.
Towards the start.
Well, it's a flashback structure.
Right.
So, is it the start, is it the end? One of the questions I posed.
And the guy in the audience who was coughing, his name was Tequin, and I thought, if you're going to get somebody on your team that potentially knows everything, it's a guy called Tequin.
Every time you laugh, I can't believe that's your laugh.
It sounds like a goose being interfered with.
Do you remember when you first laughed, and did it frighten you?
It did freak me out a little bit. It was weird, because people looked at me in a weird way when I laughed.
Did you think for about 2 years it's someone else laughing? Then you saw a mirror and went, oh, shit, that's me.
Finally, I asked you what George W. Bush was reading on 9/11. What have you put?
No, we'll go
Yeah,
for...
well, 50 Shades of Grey, he was feeling a bit horny, and then he heard the news, but he had just kept on going.
Sarah and David, you went with?
The Hungry Caterpillar, because he's learning to read. And that's the one we all start off on.
And Richard and Noel, you went with?
Super Ted.
I can tell you, you're all wrong there. He was reading to a group of children, and he was reading a book called The Pet Goat. He was informed what happened, and he continued to read.
I think we should get a point because it was a children's book.
I think we should get a point as well, because the little goat's well horny. It gets me off. That's a dirty little goat.
Right, we kick off the quiz with a round about what hit the headlines in the 80s. The miners went on strike in 1984. The government considered banning unions, but decided it would only drive the miners underground. Hang on, isn't that exactly where you want your miners to be? The SAS raid on the Iranian embassy was broadcast live to millions, many of whom were thinking, bloody hell, they've really upped the ante on the krypton factor this year. OK, well, it wouldn't be a quiz without questions, so eyes down for the first round. OK, all about the headlines. First question. In 1988, egg sales plummeted and the British Egg Council took legal action against the government. Why?
OK.
The British Egg Council, they're next door to Lambeth Council. Very bright, OK. And for our next question, it's over to the High Priestess of Punk, the one and only Toyah Wilcox.
Hi, Jimmy. Now, I popped up everywhere in the 1980s, but it was nothing compared to the infamous Michael Fagan. In 1982, he was discovered in a rather unusual location. But can you tell me where?
It's Toy World Cup's there, asking where was Michael Fagan found in 1982. It's a bit of a mystery. Should we have a look at Toy Wilcox in her prime? Let's have a look at her back in the 80s. She looks better now, doesn't she?
You see how understated I was now?
Yes.
How subtle my approach to hair was
you
in
were
those
very
days
subtle.
when you look at these girls.
She looks a bit like Snarf from Thundercats. Do you remember that?
She so does.
I do remember that.
Just saying.
In 1981, the first ever London Marathon took place, but what was unusual about who won?
Will they won the London Marathon be acceptable as an answer?
That was
Because
not
that is
unusual.
quite unusual to win the London Marathon.
Especially the first one.
Yeah.
That will not suffice as an answer.
It will not.
No.
I've got a mate who runs marathons, and he said the difference between the London Marathon and the New York Marathon is the atmosphere. Because in London, if you're trailing behind and struggling, everyone's going, come on, well done, it's nearly there, well done. If you're behind and struggling in New York, people are going, cocksucker. That's the New York Marathon for you.
Yeah, you're blocking the roads, come on. OK, and for our next question, we go over to the Goldsmith Community Hall in Lewisham, where some local children are putting on a rather unusual play. Can you work out what 80s news story they're doing here?
Look at this amazing old photo. What is it? It's a fish. It's an elephant. Sorry, I made it as a joke in 1934. I think we should go and look for it. You can use this expensive equipment. There's nothing here. I'm cold. I'm tired. What's that? Sorry, I am a seal.
The three with the tartan hats, were they the shepherds?
OK, everyone finished? We've all got answers? OK.
Oh, yeah.
First up, I asked you why egg sales plummeted in 1988.
Because Edwina Curry said there was salmonella in them.
She said on the news, sadly, all the eggs in the world have got salmonella in,
Yeah.
and if you even look at one, you'll die. And as a result, egg sales plummeted.
It's a pretty comprehensive answer. What have you gone for, Sarah?
Well, yeah, we said salmonella. You know, what did you say? You didn't know what salmonella was, did you?
No.
Because you're so young. You thought it was a disco in Hull, didn't you?
So a point for everyone on that. Well done, everyone. OK, Toya Walcox asked you what unusual location Michael Fagan was found in 1982. What did you put?
Queen's bedroom.
Queen's bedroom.
Yeah.
Sitting on the end of her bed. But they didn't have a chat, apparently. They had quite a long chat together.
I heard that she was sort of chatting away, but slightly unnerved, as you would be. And then he said, have you got a cigarette? And she go, well, I'll ring for a footman to get one. And that, if it hadn't been for that, he'd still be there.
Yeah, so he was found in the Queen's bedroom. You all got that as well. You're doing marvellously so far. OK, question number 3. What was unusual about the winner of the first London Marathon? What have you got, Jack?
We've got that he didn't know that he was running a marathon.
He's running backwards.
Are you just chasing a bus?
Well, no one's actually asked him, do you know what you've just done?
What have you gone for, David?
You said it was something more unusual than winning the first London Marathon, which is something that only one person has ever done. So I was looking for something that no one has ever done, which is invented a perpetual motion machine.
Well, you're not exactly wrong. You're saying it's something that only one person has done, which it isn't.
Oh, was it a draw?
Ha-ha! Yeah, it was a tie.
What have you got?
It was a tie. It was a
She
tie.
said it was a tie, yeah, and I don't believe her. I mean, because how can that happen unless they're conjoined twins?
Unless you
I
were
don't know how they
actually
can go.
there on the finish line, which I was, at the end of the first London Marathon. I was there.
Of course you were.
I was on the line because I was filming it for a television programme. And I was there, and 2 people crossed at the same moment.
Thank you.
Alan and Sarah are absolutely
I was
right. It was a
there.
tie. 2 guys were holding hands. They'd raced all the way and they held hands as they crossed the finish line. Fun fact, they went on to form 118118. By the looks of things. OK, all right, well, the next question. Finally, we saw the children of Goldsmith Community Hall performing an unusual school play. What were they acting out? OK, what have you got, Jason, Jack?
The invention of foster care.
What have you got? Sarah, Alan?
The Loch Ness Monster, they were looking for it. Sarah was there.
I know what it is now. I regret our answer. We know what it is now. I know, anyway.
Well, we've just said. I mean, what is it?
Yeah, because I was listening, so I know.
What have you got, David?
Search for the Loch Ness Monster.
You're absolutely right. This was, of course, Operation Deep Scan, the failed mission, it says here, to find the Loch Ness Monster.
That said, this was a big week for Hamish's launch hire.
Wasn't it?
I think the real mission was to up tourism a little bit to Loch Ness. They go, well, we can't promise the weather, but maybe if we say there's a monster?
Well, I think that's wrong-headed, actually. The idea that a monster would improve Scotland, that what it lacks is a monster. I mean, look at Italy. It's a beautiful country. People go to there a lot. It's not for the monsters. It's for the food and the weather.
Well, the food and the weather in Scotland, we can deep fry the rain. They can't say... we kick off the quiz with a round about what hit the headlines in the 90s. In 1998, the Good Friday Agreement was signed, bringing peace to Northern Ireland. Of course, the provisional IRA still wanted independence, but being provisional, they couldn't commit acts of terrorism unless they were accompanied by someone over the age of 21 with a full licence. After 150 years of British control, Hong Kong was finally handed over to the Chinese. And because it was a little bit late, they got a free litre of Pepsi. OK, it wouldn't be a quiz without questions. Eyes down. Here's your first question. First off, in 1992, all across France, intellectuals and thinkers were disgusted by the launch of what they described as a horror made of cardboard, plastic and appalling colours. What were they talking about?
Were Atomic Kitten famous in France?
I don't think Atomic Kitten had happened as yet. Richard, you got something? Bob's got it.
Bob's been
He's
paying
a treasure.
attention. He knew this episode of Quantum Leap was coming.
Sure. OK, next up, it's over to the fittest man from the 90s. It's Mr. Motivator.
Oh,
yeah.
Hey, Jimmy, it's Mr. Motivator here. You know, the 90s was fabulous for me. Number one, I was on GMTV every single day. And also I got the nation into shape with my BLT workouts. But it wasn't that good for the Royals. In fact, 1992 was an awful year. They had Windsor Fire, divorces, diners tell all book. And then the Queen did a speech. So what phrase did she use in that speech to actually sum up her year?
Mr. Motivator, everyone, very enthusiastically.
Can I just say, I was actually on the M4 going past Windsor Castle when it was on fire. So I was on my way to Wales, and I was driving past, and I looked over and went, fuck, Windsor Castle's on fire. Hooray, up the revolution. Well, that's what I said when the police stopped me. Briefly.
Next question. Can you tell me which 90s crisis on the roads caused John Major to swing into action and set up a public hotline?
I just spelled dogging.
Have you ever been dogging, Lee?
I've been the doggy, not the dogger. What about you? Oh, yeah, I recognise your face.
Yes.
Squash it against the glass.
OK. And for our final question, we go over to the Goldsmiths Community Hall in Lewisham, where some local children are putting on a rather unusual play. Let's have a look.
Hello. We need to borrow some things from you. OK, here you go. Now we wait. 145 days later. This is taking ages. Ta-da! Hey, that looks like me. We've done it! I'm the most famous sheep in the world.
So, the question is, what was that documentary or reenactment showing?
What's the prize on this show?
The prize?
Yeah, at the end, like, you get a prize, right?
Oh, dear.
Well, there's a huge prize.
Great.
Yeah,
What is
huge.
What a van.
All right, are you ready for some answers?
Yes.
So, first question was, I asked you, what angry French intellectuals described as a horror made of cardboard, plastic and appalling colours? Did anyone get this?
We reckon it's Euro Disney.
And you've done a little picture there of...
I tried to draw Mickey Mouse,
but I'm not very good at drawing. So it does look like a small hamster with big ears is being pushed against a car window, which is actually dogging as well. But when you've really got a very small car.
Okay. Jonathan and Joe, you've got like...
We went Euro Disney. We also attempted a drawing of Mickey Mouse. I don't know whether that's any better or any worse than yours.
I would say neither infringe copyright. You're going to be OK with those.
Okay.
Euro Disney's built near a town called Malmaison, which is very dear to me because it's where Napoleon's house is. And I like to play a game, it's called Cockalotti. And I got my penis out right next to Napoleon's bed. I've also done the Versailles Treaty and the Bayeux Tapestry.
How does the game work?
You have to expose your penis near a great artefact
Yeah.
or an icon or something.
How many do you have to do before you get a Duke of Edinburgh award?
OK, so you all got a point there for Euro Disney. You're all absolutely right. Next up, Mr Motivator asked you what phrase the Queen used to describe 1992. Did you all get this?
Yeah.
Sue, where'd you go?
Annus horribilis. Annus horribilis. And we have foreshadowed any anus gags by literally and hilariously writing anus.
And I've drawn a bottom.
Yeah, Lee's helped if
Thank
people
you.
didn't know what an anus was.
We obviously, you knew, it means horrible year, but everyone thought at the time it was a gift, wasn't it? 'Cause it sounded like it was horrible anus. But everyone knows, in actual fact, Latin, I don't know if you speak Latin, but the Latin for horrible anus is actually Piers Morgan. He's here at one point.
Bob, Richard, did you get this?
Fact after fact after fact. That's what they're doing.
Two facts.
Wait till we get to the third fact.
So, yes, it was, of course, the Queen's annus horribilis. A Windsor Castle burnt down, 3 of her children got divorced, and there was a tell-all book about Princess Diana. Next up, I asked you which 90s crisis caused John Major to set up a public hotline. Did you know?
I was convinced there was a shortage of MC Hammer-style pants. And this upset a lot of people. And the Prime Minister got involved, and I'm now beginning to realise this probably isn't true.
It was more about... It was a hotline, it was something on the roads. What have you got?
We don't know why, but there was suddenly in the 90s, there were just a lot of cones on the road. But I don't know why.
Let's go to Bob and Richard. What did you get?
The third fact has arrived.
And it is?
Cone hotline, my friend.
Cone hotline?
That's right.
You're 100% right.
Thank you.
Fact after fact after fact.
Yeah.
He basically run out of ideas and he set up a cone hotline. 17,000 people called the hotline, and 5 of those calls, that's 5, resulted in cones being removed.
It wasn't to report cone theft. It was excessive use of cones.
No, if you saw a cone and it was in our place, it was in the wrong place.
That would be odd if the Prime Minister said, some cones have been going missing, I'm setting up a hotline. Yeah. Crime Watch was shit in the 90s, wasn't it?
People used to steal cones. People used to steal cones. Before the internet, that was a good night out.
Before mobile phones, that's how we used to communicate, wasn't it?
A bit of string on each end.
You coming out or what?
You coming dogging?
So Richard and Bob, you definitely get a point. You got 100% right. You said shitloads of cones on the road. I think that's near enough cone hotline. You'll get a point. No points for you, Jonathan Joe. Finally, we saw the children of Goldsmiths Community Hall performing an unusual school play. What event were they acting out?
It was hard not to get this one. It's Dolly the sheep being cloned, wasn't it?
Yeah, there was a huge story of the...
Cloning was a big story back then, and it was in the 90s it first took hold, and that's when Rod Stewart learned that he could just clone his previous wives and keep marrying a new version.
Yeah, of course, that's the positive side of cloning. The negative effects, Jedward.
But I thought it was a bit weird to clone a sheep because they all look the same anyway, so you could have just got one from the field and gone, look, they're the same.
I think that was their plan B, had things not gone brilliantly. They went... Did you get this, Lee? Do you remember Dolly the sheep?
I remember, I went out with her.
OK, Bob, Richard.
Yeah, we got Dolly the sheep.
Yeah. That's right. It's a new era of fact.
Fact 4. The only actual difference between the dolly and the sheep was the original dolly was from Northumberland, yeah, and it used to go bah, and like it was cloned in Sheffield, so it was bah.
But that is true. Animals do have regional accents.
Yeah, they do.
That is true. They have regional
Ducks have accents.
They do.
They seriously do.
Surely that's bullshit.
No. You tell that to a Liverpudlian duck on your own head, do it.
All right, let's get on with the show. Our first round is all about the decade's top news stories, so let's remind ourselves what we lived through. Environmentalists describe the 2010 Deepwater Horizon oil spill as the worst environmental disaster in centuries, which left Chernobyl residents rolling their eyes. All three of them. In 2012, a spate of celebrity tax scandals hit the headlines. Personally... Well, wait for it. Personally, I had my anus horribilis, which is Latin for I shat myself. OK, so questions on the headlines from the decade. OK, first up, take a look at this clip from BBC News. All I want to know is, what 2015 news story was the reporter trying to recreate?
I need a lot more information than just that.
What news story was he recreating from 2015?
That's what I'm asking you. Which one?
That's what you're asking me.
Yeah, Jimmy, how do you like it when you get questioned?
It's question one. Just, like, act it out a bit more.
Yeah.
Where are they?
Oh, you've got it, right, Jonathan?
We've got it.
Stacey?
We got it.
I'm on
Tell me.
Jonathan's team.
No.
OK. Next, what 2013 scandal prompted a surge in sales of home meat grinders and mincers, wiped 300 million from Tesco's market value, and was described by David Cameron as a shocking story?
That could have been our team name, Grinders and Mincers. You know what that is?
Would you like to change it?
Can we change it?
Yeah, Grinders and
I feel
Mincers.
that lads is the
Grinders and Mincers.
No, it makes me sound a bit gay. I'm very masculine, actually.
Are you sticking or switching?
I think Grinders and Mincers is fine.
Grinders and Mincers. Can we change it? Grinders
OK, Grinders and Mincers it is. Of course, it wouldn't be the Big Fat Quiz if we didn't have an appearance from the children of Mitchellbrook Primary School. Here they are performing one of their very special school plays.
Work, work, work. Work, try. Oh, no. Mr. President, there's been an accident. We must rescue everyone. We're through! Yay! They will need these. 33. We have saved everyone! Yay!
So that was the children of Mitchellbrook Primary School, obviously recreating the Chilean miners being rescued.
Oh, was that not a question?
No, because we thought that was pretty easy.
Oh, come on!
We've already filled
I
in.
wrote it
The
down.
miners were rescued, yay. We've already put that answer down.
Yeah, we've got no space.
We haven't done the question yet.
Well, you need to explain that, Jimmy.
OK, well, here's the question. One of the miners, Yoni Barrios, wasn't met by his wife of 28 years when he finally emerged from the mine. Can you remember why? Oh. Why was Yoni's wife not there to meet him? OK, in 2010, a natural phenomenon caused Miley Cyrus to miss the London premiere of her film, John Cleese to pay £3,000 for a taxi ride, and David Attenborough... I thought a fire alarm had gone off. What was that?
That was when we both knew something and worked it out without speaking.
And the thing we knew was the answer to your goddamn question.
You're like a NutriBullet with a fringe.
That's the best thing anybody has ever said to me.
Jimmy, get on fire again, Jimmy. Let's hear that again.
OK, all right. In 2010, a natural phenomenon caused Miley Cyrus to miss the London premiere of her film, John Cleese to pay £3,000 for a taxi ride, and David Attenborough to become trapped in the Arctic Circle. What was it? What happened?
Look at David Attenborough. Isn't he got the sweetest... He's the sweetest man on the planet.
Oh, do you know, this is really hard to write on here.
Well, you don't have to write that. I was just chatting. That's not the answer.
OK, and finally, Nigel Farage has had quite the decade, OK? Culminating in...
fit.
OK, Nigel Farage has had quite the decade, culminating in the Leave campaign winning the Brexit referendum in 2016. But back in 2015, Farage's former senior advisor revealed they had Farageisms and used the initials PFL to describe something he liked to do once a week.
Oh.
What did it stand for, PFL?
I think it might be this.
If that's it, I'm going to do a roly-poly.
If that's it, you're going to do a roly-poly.
Well, sometimes I don't know how else to celebrate.
I mean, I'm very much looking forward to the roly-poly section of the show. OK, you ready for some answers?
Well done, yes. Yes. I think we did.
Oh, look at that. I mean, that's lovely from Grinder and Mincer there.
Keep forgetting it.
Grinder and Mincer over there. OK, time for some answers. First up, I asked you what news story from 2015 was this BBC News reporter gallantly trying to recreate by climbing through a hole. What did you all put?
Well, first of all, we thought maybe it was something to do with Shades of Grey.
Or cheese.
Or cheese.
Yeah.
Stacey was big on the cheese answer.
It
What
really
did you
looked
think
like
it
a
had to-
big stone cheese, didn't it? So I thought...
Stone cheese?
It did.
But no, we think we know the answer there is that he was demonstrating how the Hatton Garden robbers got in through the holes they drilled into the safe deposit box area. So we put
That is
Hatton Garden.
absolutely the right answer.
Thank
Claudia and Nish, you got this?
Hot cheese is good, though.
Well, what have you've written Hatton Garden, St Ives, but what have you written above it?
We've written Jimmy looks so fit, and if you want to give us a point for that, that's up to you.
Extra point for them. Yeah, it was, of course, the Hatton Garden heist. There were 6 men burgled the Hatton Garden safe deposit company. Reportedly took £200 million worth of jewellery. The thieves were nicknamed Mr. Ginger, Mr. Strong, Mr. Montana, the Gent, the Tall Man, and the Old Man. I think the Old Man is a bit confusing in that group because they all look like very old men.
Look, one in the middle at the top looks like his neck has got legs.
OK, next I asked you what led to a surge in sales of meat grinders and mincers in 2013. What did you put, Alan, Joe?
The horse
meat scandal.
Horse meat scandal.
It was a scandal.
Yes. About horse meat.
Oh, about horses and their meat.
Nish, Claudia?
Horse meat scandal, James.
What did you get, Jonathan, Stacey?
Well, first of all, Stacey just wrote horses.
No, then I drew a horse.
Of a 2-headed horse. So it looks like
Now, that is a scandal.
yeah, but then we put horse's meat as well, because it was in lasagna, wasn't it? In
Lasagna?
Lasagna? Oh, Grandad!
So it's not only people's names, it's actually food that you can't say.
It's lasagna.
It's lasagna.
Lasagna?
Oh, you're not backing down on this. You're going with the
It's
lasagna.
lasagna.
It doesn't matter
They
because it
don't
wasn't
say
in
lasagna.
lasagna. It wasn't in lasagna.
Oh,
it was in spaghetti bolognese.
The horse meat scandal was pretty serious. There was horse meat in our food, but the guy from Iceland absolutely nailed the PR. Here's an interview he did.
Constantly testing, checking, every week. Did we test for horse? No. But we haven't tested for dog or cat either. Only might be dog and cat. You can't test for everything.
He's not wrong.
So you saw the children of Mitchellbrook Primary School and asked you why Yoni's wife did not come to meet him when he got out of that mine. What do you think?
Well, we think... We don't know, but we think, is he having an affair?
Yeah, we thought maybe that it was revealed as an affair. Although you thought maybe she went to the wrong mine as well.
Yeah. But you don't tell the lovely people that, do you? It was fun. But I remember watching this, yeah, and did you watch it? It was quite boring because they were down there for ages, weren't they? And I was wondering whether they could have put, like, a little Love Island spin on it and sent, like, halfway through, sent a fit miner in. To spice it up a bit, you know.
It's a very good idea. And the next time we have a mining disaster, we'll definitely get you involved.
Thank you.
Claudia, what did you put for this?
Well, I didn't know.
I thought it was she'd been having an affair. Like, I seem to remember there was a story where a wife and a mistress turned up and met each other, and that's how they discovered the affair.
Oh, is that what it is?
Yeah, I think so.
and then basically he was scuppered because he sent his washing up. They all sent their washing up to be done by their wives.
That's it.
And then his wife
Hold on.
went, I'm not
If
doing
they-
your washing and I'm not going to give it to your mistress to do. So he had to beg the other miners to borrow clothes.
Actually. Well, so while they were trapped in there, they were getting their cleaning done.
Yeah.
They were sending the wash. Why didn't they just go out the fucking hole that the washing was done? Why would they do that?
The hole was only 5 inches wide.
That'll do it.
Now, what did you put for this, Stacey?
Oh, well, we went with... We're tired of his lies. Well, we're not. The wife was.
We thought maybe she just thought he was making an excuse. 39 days in a mine, bullshit. It's like an excuse.
Or she was probably busy.
Yeah.
Just a busy mum.
If Joe said I'm trapped down a mine, will you come and meet me when I get out? I'd say, no, don't be ridiculous, I'll see you at home.
Yeah.
You don't pick them up from the airport, right, after a couple of years?
Exactly.
Yeah, I'm landing at 5 a.m. OK. Good luck to you.
See you when you get
Don't wake me up when you come in. And bring me a Toblerone, you dick.
No points. OK, I asked you what natural phenomenon disrupted plans for everyone, including Miley Cyrus, John Cleese and David Attenborough.
Yes.
Yes.
We all
it the
know this,
volcano?
the Icelandic volcano.
I'm going to need the name of the volcano.
Oh, really long one. It's that really
Don't be
Well, I'll tell you what,
silly.
if you can pronounce it, you get a point. I'll put it up on the screen, you just pronounce it, and you get a point. There it is. Just pronounce it, it's very easy.
Is it lasagna?
How do you think it should be pronounced, Jonathan?
Eyjafjallajökull.
Let's hear it.
Eyjafjallajökull.
Yes.
So, I mean, come on.
He got it.
Bonus point for Jonathan.
Thank you. You got
Travelling. You've got to get a bonus point for that. It was remarkable. OK, lastly, I asked you what the Faragism PFL stood for. I'm going to go straight to Nish on this, because you're a big fan of him.
I have a suspicion it was pint for lunch.
You're very close with that, but you're not right. Alan, Joe.
We're pepperami-faced lunatic.
And you've gone for, Stacey?
Well, I think I remember reading somewhere that his team said that he went out and he said he had to have a proper fucking lunch, is what he said.
That is exactly the right answer, which he described as being 3 or 4 bottles of wine once a week, a proper fucking lunch.
Oh, my God.
You would think, though, with that much wine at lunch, that maybe it would affect your decision-making abilities. But